Had a great day. So, welcome to this mini importation training masterclass by Dr. Augusta. And I would like to appreciate you all for registering to be a part of this training. And I pray that after this training, you are going to use the knowledge and the skill that you would acquire to do something great in Jesus' name. So let's go straight to business. So first of all, I want to just talk about importation generally. Now, I'm sure we all know what importation means. Now, Nigeria is an open market with over 180 million people. So this implies that with the way Nigeria is an open market of over 180 million people, there are so many opportunities for you to market and sell foreign products. Now, the importation industry is a multi-billion industry, and with the use of the internet, things are now becoming very, very easy. Unlike before, when we newly started importation, things were not really easy. Those times we have to use Yahoo Messenger and a host of other platforms to talk to these people. Sometimes you can't even talk to them using any of the platform. But now things are beginning to be easy, which is now making it very smooth to some extent for you to actually do importation business. So you see that you are not actually in the wrong place with having to register for this training so that you can learn how to import. Now, there are so many questions I always like people to ask before they decide to go into importation. Like I always tell people, going into a business is not basically about you trying to make money. There are so many other things you should focus on. Number one, if you focus on trying to, you know, offering value or solving a problem, I believe along the line you obviously make money. So now there are questions I will need us to ask ourselves and answer before we decide to go into importation. One, how can I make my product better than that of my competitors? You see, whatever it is you want to sell, you might not even be the first person in Nigeria or in your country selling it. So if you are coming into that industry or you are planning to sell something, how do you intend to make it better than that of your competitor? Is really a question you actually need to ask yourself and you need to provide an answer to. And then the next question is, who are the people that would need my product? It's very important to answer this question. You know why? So that you know where and how you are going to advertise. If the people that will need your product are the older generations who spend most of their time probably on Facebook, they obviously have WhatsApp. Yes, you know that you need to level up and scale up your adverts on that area, because a lot of people decide to go into importation without forgetting the fact that they need to scale up, adverts, because sometimes you import products, you're not even bothered, you're not even thinking about how you want to advertise. You focus so much on trying to get a good supplier, but you're not even focusing on making brand awareness for your product. So you see why you need to answer that question. Now, how useful is my product to my clients? Because if you can answer how useful your product is to your client, then you know the kind of selling point or the kind of message you'll be passing across to your client. The next question is, how do I get suppliers for my product, which is one of the reasons why you decided to enroll for this training. Then another one is, how do you intend to pay and ship, which is also one of the reasons why you decided to enroll for this training, so that you can get answers to this question. And another question is, can I import myself without an intermediary? Yes, you can import yourself without an intermediary. That is why Dr. Augusta Ambayan is here to put you through how to be an importation expert without using a middleman or an intermediary. Now, please look at this diagram. This is what I call the old school kind of importation. This is what has been happening since. I call this diagram from smallstarter.com website. Now, before, what used to happen is a big importer, like maybe you, like me, or anybody, goes to China to buy stuff, and then we other small people that want to do business, we buy directly from these big importers. So they are always the middlemen between, the small people who want to start importation and the factory. But things have actually changed. You see, this is a watch factory, this is a big importer, and then this is a small business. So usually there's always a center person you have to go through before you buy. But things have changed. This is now the new school. The center person is now being cancelled out. Small businesses are now beginning to go straight to this factory in China to actually buy stuff themselves. Now, there are some basic truth about business I really would like to talk to us about. And the thing is that we should know one reason why we are starting our business. It's very, very important. You need to know the major reason why you're actually starting your business. So if you seek to start a business because you just want to make money, you are not thinking of solving a problem, you are not thinking of, you know, seeing how you can actually add value to your clients, you might not get it right. You know why? Because if you think of doing business because first of all you want to make money instead of solving your problem, when you start the business, it might not be as straight as it is. The first time I started my importation officially, in fact, that day I got a lot of people that signed up for my class. The internet was not working. I went to my office, the internet was not working. I went everywhere, the internet was not working. So if it was about the money, I'm sure I'd have just been like, I beg, I beg. But enough, that whole challenge now made me come up with 9 videos I've actually been using to teach my trainees like for the past 2 years or thereabout, before I decide to, overhaul and do new set of videos. So please, let's think about starting a business on the right note. So now we're going to be going to the next module, which is talking about products. Like, yes, products, searching how to pick your product. So many questions you need to ask yourself before picking your product to import. They are very, very important. Now, before picking a product to import, let me run through something. Now, there are some unforgivable mistakes you should not even try to make when you are picking a product to import. If you pick a product to import without doing research because you see that A is doing well at selling that product and you feel that you should buy and start selling, you might have yourself to blame because A might not tell you all he or she is doing to sell the product. So you need to ensure you do your research. There are so many platforms you can do your research. Check YouTube, check Google, get to all these places. If you have to set 30 minutes aside every day to read or watch videos or read every day concerning what you want to go into, I'm sure you'll be able to get some information about that. Another mistake you should never make is when you're focusing on doing business or picking a product because you heard that there's so much money to be made there. At all, you need to restructure that. Ensure that you are picking that area because you have a lot to give in that area. That would also lead me to saying, please pick an area that you like, pick an area that you have passion for. You see, your likeness and your passion for that area will actually help you to move across challenges will come. There's no smooth sailing in business. The other day I was telling somebody I prefer to do service oriented business than product oriented business, but my dear, even service oriented business, you have a whole lot to do. So there's no smooth sailing in business. So please don't make a mistake of picking a product because of money. You're picking an area, you're not doing your research. It is not good. Don't pick an area that will not allow you to grow. Don't pick an area that is just a stereotype. Pick an area that you can actually grow. If you make a mistake of picking an area that you cannot grow, man, you might have yourself to be blamed. So that will come to the end of this module. In the next module, we're going to be talking about picking of products, the questions you need to ask yourself, where you can actually check for products to pick before you decide to move on. I hope you enjoyed this session. I'll obviously be having an exercise for you after the next session. Thank you so much for listening. This is Dr. Amaya Augusta, lecturer and importation coach. Stay tuned for the next session. Thank you.